Hi, I'm Rosie with Inner Brilliance Coaching, and I am coming on to share a little bit of information that I've found my clients thought was very useful. And just a little bit more about me before I go on to share is as a certified life and career coach, I basically help my clients feel more energized as they seek to live life according to their own vision. And this is really important for my high achieving clients who can sometimes feel stressed and frustrated and the opposite of energized. So, the reason I was inspired to come on and share more information is that years ago, I wrote a book chapter titled Uncover Your Inner Brilliance. And till this day, everything I included in there is so relevant. And I've noticed by practicing a lot of what I shared with my clients, I've seen the results that have come from it. But basically, what I'm going to do is come on here weekly and share an excerpt from the book, and it includes proven tips to connect with your truth so you can experience a life you desire. It sounds so simple, but it could be harder than we think. And when I talk about a life you desire, it basically means one where your true self comes forward, where you have a deepened sense of self-worth and you can authentically share your truth, or I like to say your value, with the rest of the world. And what ends up happening is you'll start to attract people and situations and opportunities that align with your deepest desires. So you start to attract the desires you want, but in a more natural and organic way versus what high achievers might experience, which is feeling like they have to force or over-engineer their lives to get certain outcomes. So for today, I want to talk about a very important topic, which I noticed is very top of mind for my high achieving clients, and that is success and how we define it. I'll share how you can define success for yourself in a very authentic and joyful way, not in a I should be achieving this sort of way or I should be doing something a certain way. Now, I know we've all heard different ways to define success or talk about it, and everyone has their own opinion, as we should. That makes sense. But I want to know, how would you define success? In my opinion, being successful means you're going for what you want and you're fulfilling your purpose in life while feeling happier every step of the way. It's a very simple way to put it, but that's the gist for me. And what I'm noticing is people pursue success to ultimately feel happier. So we must consider what feeling happier means to you. That should be part of your definition of success. And I like to think of how the Harvard professor Tal Ben-Shahar, who wrote a book called Happier and taught a very popular class at Harvard called Happier, I like to think of how he defines happiness. And he says it's really a balance of experiencing both meaning and pleasure. So notice it's meaning and pleasure, not one or the other. And success is very similar in that it's based on how you personally define meaning and pleasure. So notice success can't just be related to doing meaningful work. That's when you start to get into the rat race and feel exhausted all the time. It also has to include an element of pleasure for you to feel genuinely fulfilled. And what's great about this is this approach balances both attaining future rewards with experiencing current benefits. And that's a really healthy attitude for life, right? Thinking about long-term future rewards, but also what can I gain in the moment? So that is the beauty of looking at both pleasure and meaning. Now, because different things provide meaning and pleasure to different people, obviously each person has his or her own definition of success, as you should. And notice that when you make decisions that are in line with your values and your goals, those decisions feel good in the moment and you'll find success. So more specifically, again, when you make decisions that are in line with your values are present when you feel happier, and your goals are there to really ensure that you're putting meaningful effort into your life. So again, it's that balance. And if you can make decisions that are based on those two things, and again, your goal should be based on your values, you're going to experience success. Now, if you notice some self-doubt setting in on your path, or while you're making certain choices, that might be because you're using someone else's definition of success to evaluate your life. That's okay, just notice it and then reconnect to yourself and your truth. Hopefully, as you can see, as we're wrapping up, that essentially success is about getting the results that you want in life while enjoying the journey along the way. I hope you found that useful, and stay tuned every week where I'll be sharing more on Thursdays about what I discuss in my book chapter, Uncover Your Inner Brilliance, and how it has supported my clients to get results they desire, but with a lot more joy and energy along the way. Okay, bye.